Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please like and subscribe, and thank you for your support. Guys, thanks for coming along with me on this ride along, my very first ride along. Let's see how it turns out, right? So my first order this morning after waiting for a while was this shop and pay from Uber Eats Safeway. Dropped that order off, and then I got this one from DoorDash. It was a combination of shop and pay and pick up from Dunkin' Donuts. I picked up the Dunkin' Donuts and head off to Aldi's to do the shop and pay for 3 items. I got that done within 5 minutes. Store was empty, so I was in and out. Dropped both orders off. It was going to the same customer. She tipped on both orders, so that was good. And then as soon as I dropped that one off, I picked up this catering order from Boston Market. It's going 4 miles, so I'm driving to Boston Market right now, about 2 miles, and then I'll have 2 miles to drive to the drop-off location. I've delivered to this location many times. It's a hospital, and customers are really nice over there. This is another from the address and the name I see on the account. It's another repeat customer for me, so I'm looking forward to this. So I'm heading, like I said, to Boston Market to pick up this order. Alright, I picked up the order and I'm on my way to drop it off now. It's about 2.5 miles to the delivery location. The offer is showing $17.75 and the subtotal was $284. So if all goes right, this should go up to more than what the current offer is showing. Should be more than $17.75. But once I drop it off and I complete the order, I'll come back and let you guys know what the final payout was. Alright guys, so I dropped off the catering order. The offer that was shown was $17.75. Customer tip $32, and there was an extra $3 for setting up the food. So all in all, it was $43 and some cents. Not bad for 4 miles, right? The customer entered the wrong address though. She entered 6530 instead of 6535. So the GPS put me in some bushes. Luckily, I knew where I was going, and I know it's a repeat customer, and I know exactly where the building is. So I just ignored where the GPS was taking me, made my turn, and got there and delivered it. So all in all, that was pretty good for early start. So heading back now to my hot zone. Hopefully I get another catering order, but if not, let's see what we get. Alright guys, so 1 minute later, as soon as I pulled out from the hospital area, I got this DoorDash for Papa John's going 4 miles for $12.75. So I'm on my way to pick this up now. The order was ready, so I'm on my way to drop it off now. And it's starting to rain here in Baltimore. It's supposed to be an on and off all day event, so we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get worse, but if it does, I have my rainy boot and my raincoat in my backpack, so I'm ready for this. Alright guys, so I dropped off the Papa John's order, and the final payout turned out to be $22.50. The original offer showed $12.75. However, the customer tipped $18. Alright guys, so I picked up this order from Uber Eats for $9.52 going 6 miles from Go Puffs. I'm picking up the order back in my hot zone. So I was driving back to my hot zone when the order came in. So it's by the time I pick it up, it's gonna be a 2-mile drive to the drop off. So I'm on my way to pick this up now from GoPuffs. Alright guys, so I waited about 30 minutes for my next order to come through, and it was this one here from DoorDash. It's a stock order, one from Panera Bread and the other from Boston Market. I picked up the Panera Bread and then crossed the street over to Boston Market before confirming both of them. I did do the question mark thing up in the upper
Drive for 3/4 mile.
right hand corner there to see if one of the customer was not tipping. It looks like both of them will be tipping, so it's a good pickup, and I'm on my way to drop the first order off now. So I dropped off both orders. The first one was at the university. The student did tip. And the second order was about 4 miles up the street. Second customer tipped as well. So it was a good order. Guys, I have a policy when it comes to university students. If they don't tip me, it doesn't bother me. After all, I'm not going to take a low paying order. But if it turns out where they don't tip me, it's fine. I usually carry around 2 charity cases in my back pocket just in case one of these students don't tip. For me, I appreciate the fact that they're in school, they're studying to be something, and not out there doing any type of stupidity. So it never bothers me when I do a delivery at the university and after completing the order I don't see a tip. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Does it bother you when you deliver to the universities and you don't get a tip? Let me know. So while I was waiting there, I picked up this Uber Eats order going 7 miles for $9.05. The reason I took it is because it's taking me back into the heart of my hot zone. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed this. I'm supposed to be a top dasher, but this morning I'm not able to log in to any of the other areas that is not the current area where I'm logged in right now. So I'm here for the last stock order drop off, and it put me out of my DoorDash zone. So I go to log out and log into the area where I am, but DoorDash is telling me I have to schedule. So I tried to another area and I got the same message that I need to schedule, even though I'm a top dasher. This was all good last week and the week before and the week before that. I was able to just keep dashing in whatever area I end up being in, right? So not sure what's going on, but thank goodness for Uber Eats, I can keep it going. So Uber Eats is going to take me back to the same hotspot where I was with DoorDash, so I can continue working. All right, guys, so lunch rush is over, and now everything gets slower until probably another couple hours or so before things pick up for dinner. So I just picked up a shop and pay order with DoorDash to shop at Wise for 8 items, going 1.2 miles for $9.50. So let's go do some shopping. Guys, don't ever take orders like this. Don't do it, no matter how slow it is. Don't ever take order like this. Anyways, I came to drop off the shop and pay order, and the front door to the apartment complex is locked. This particular apartment complex have many buildings. They're always locked. And so I texted the customer when I was 1 minute away. I said, hey, I'm 1 minute away. She said, okay. When I arrived, I sent her another message saying, I'm here. She said, okay, the front door is open. I knew it wasn't open, but I still walked over to the front door thinking maybe it's broken, and it's locked. So I sent her a message. I said, the door is locked. Well, she came down, handed her the phone to get my signature. She said, you should have called me from the call box. And I'm saying to myself, well, after I told you that the front door is locked, you should have said, call me from the call box and I'll let you in. Of course, I didn't say that to her. I said it to myself because I would not disrespect the customer. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get myself in trouble. But I want to understand. Some of these customers know that there are codes to get into the building. They don't provide it to you up front. And like in this case, she think I should have called her from the call box when I texted her when I was 1 minute away, and then again when I arrived. A lot of customers I deal with, they live in apartment complex as well, and they provide me the code to get in, and those are easy drop off. Hi guys, so I'm getting a little Walmart action from Uber Eats. I just picked up this order. It's paying $19 for 11 miles. The drop off is approximately about 3 minutes from my home, so I'm gonna take advantage of this. After I drop it off, I'm gonna go home, get me something to eat, take a 30-minute break, and hit the road again. So the Walmart order is loaded in my car. It was a case of water and 4 small bags. There was no wait time. As soon as I pulled in, the guy came out and handed me the items. So I'm on my way to drop it off to the customer now. All right guys, so I took an hour break and got me something to eat. I'm back out. I just picked up this DoorDash shop and pay order from Big Lots. It's my very first Big Lots shop and pay, and it's for 16 items going 10 miles. Payout is $21. So let's go do some shopping. All right guys, so I've completed the shop and pay order at Big Lots. Took a bit longer than I expected, but it's because nothing is where the app say it should be. Everything is so disorganized. I usually decline shop and pay order for Big Lots, but I wanted to experiment with this one to see exactly what it was like. And going forward, I'll think twice before I accept another Big Lot shop and pay. It has to be really something that I can't refuse. Maybe short miles, big payout, but yeah, I'll definitely think twice. For example, the cookies was labeled as being in the cleaning aisle, and nuts, mixed nuts, was in a completely different aisle from where the nuts are. So I had to go back all the way over to the first aisle to find the nuts that I needed. And the drinks, of course, were all over the place as well. I found one all the way up front, just across from the register, not in the aisle where the drink's supposed to be. So I'm on my way to drop this shop and pay order off to the customer now. Alright guys, so I dropped off the shop and pay order from Big Lots and picked up this DoorDash order here from Safeway. It's a stock order going 6 miles for $22.66. Usually when it's like this, I have to pay for one of the order and the other one should be a Safeway delivery. But it doesn't matter. In this case, if I have to pay for both of them, that's perfectly fine with me because it's 6 miles for $22. To me, that's a perfect order.
25th Street.
The previous order, the shop and pay from Big Lots, man, that was a delivery from hell. just about a minute from the customer address, the highway is closed. So I had to go all the way around. Then when I got around, here comes a train. So I had to wait for the train to go by before I could proceed. Anyways, I got it delivered, and luck have it, I picked up this $22 going 6 miles. So Safeway is right over here. So I'm going to pull in here now and get these 2 orders and get them delivered and get on my way. All right, so I dropped off both orders and I am calling it quits for the day. I made my target, so I am heading home now to get some R&R and be ready and fresh for tomorrow. Guys, how do you manage your hot zone? For example, I like to start out in zone 1 from 8 to about 2 p.m. and around 2 p.m. I would log out of zone 1 and log into zone 2, because if I remain in zone 1, then I don't get anything good because the orders just stop coming in. It's after lunch. So I normally just log out of zone 1, drive 3 miles up the street, log into zone 2, so I can continue working with little to no downtime. Zone 2 is where I get a lot of my shopping orders from 2 on. And then in the evening, say around halfway into dinner time, if I get a good order I can't refuse that take me back to zone 1, I can always pick up a good shop and pay order in zone 1. So I was just wondering, how do you manage your hot zone? Do you stay in one zone all day long, or do you do it the way I do it, where you have your set period where, hey, I'm going to work this from 8 or from 9 to 2, and then from here I'm going to move over here to maximize on your earnings with little to no downtime. So let me know in the comment how you manage your hot zone. And remember, guys, if you're working today, please continue to give great customer service and be safe.